so that Allah may make evident those who support Him and His messengers unto Him. Indeed, Allah is powerful and exalted in man. This verse of the Holy Quran highlights that Allah has provided resources to us. Allah has provided resources to ourselves, to protect ourselves, to live a more efficient life and an easier life. So it is in accordance with the Quran and with the religion that you further yourself technologically. During the course of the program today, we will define the core concepts of digital skills, what we hope you learn, some possible opportunities you can explore, simple skills you can learn by the end of the day, by the end of the month, how you can start making money easily, as we said, use of your phone, your laptop, and some other digital devices. We will talk about also aims and targets we hope to meet, hopefully by the end of this program. Then we will discuss some opportunities that don't involve too much. We will show you a simple sample of graphic design or some digital marketing related activities. So, before we start talking about digital skills, we need to explain more on the word digital. I think I listened to the introduction before, and most of us here are either university or just graduated or in secondary school. So definitely someone here should be able to tell me what they think digital means. Yes? Who can tell me what they understand by digital? I can pick anybody that's right. You have
digital is the advanced way of using internet without making use of the normal ways, our normal
digital is the advanced way of using the internet without making like computerized way, without making use of the olden days use, like let's say for example, back in those days, abacus was used to count numbers and calculate things. But nowadays we make use of calculators and so on. So just sense that makes life easier and make things easier.
Using devices, like we have lots of modern devices nowadays as opposed to their analog versions. Instead, the abacus has now been replaced by a calculator. So I think that is a clear definition of what digital is. Is there anybody else? What do you understand by digital?
It's the ability to evaluate and create content using digital devices such as smartphones, computers, and other electronics.
This is a full and formal definition of digital. It said digital is the ability to evaluate and create content using electronic devices like smartphones and the internet. Someone here?
The art of process of using or making use of computer and so on and so forth.
On the screen it says here, digital can be defined as using or relating to computers, electronic devices, but most of these modern devices that we have, cameras, mobile phones, so on, are all under the definition of digital. Those are digital devices. Okay, here we have some pictures of commonly seen digital devices. You have a computer monitor, you have a desktop, hard drive, a tablet, speakers, and so on. you can see that these are all common. I think in this hall you can have maybe 4 or 5 examples here. Yes? You have the camera here, you have mobile phones with you, there's the mic, this microphone is also a digital device, you have the laptop, the projector, there's a power bank there, you have a router there. You can see, yes? This just goes to show you that part of our world, our daily lives nowadays cannot do without digital devices. I'm sure most of you cannot go 1 week without using your phone. Even not because you want to talk to somebody. Maybe you have some business that you do with your money. You have some school notes that you have to check. You have to talk to your parents, and so on and so forth. So it has become a very intricate part of our lives. And the goal of this program today is, since we have realized that most of our lives today include one impact of digital or another, how can we utilize this very commonly seen aspect of our life to make money? Your phone is always with you, but you don't always do something productive. I mean, most of us are always there chatting, watching videos, watching movies, calling somebody, and so on. All of these activities, some of them are useful for you, some of them are not. The question now is, what do you think you can do with those devices that can lead to an improvement in your, economic situation? Since the aim is to make more money, to lead to financial independence, where even if you don't have a job, you can still live comfortably by making some money from a digital device. I'm sure we all know a lot of common digital skill examples. Maybe one or two of you have seen where some people are making money from their phones. And I don't mean the scamming and so on. I mean legitimate businesses. You must have heard of them. Yes? What are any examples of some digital activities that you know? Yeah. Some people are involved in cryptocurrencies and forex trading. But this is also a digital skill. It's a very high risk digital skill. Invest some money and it's very likely to lose if you don't know what you're doing. So other example, yes, graphic design. It's a very common use of digital devices. A lot of people design like banners, flyers, invitation cards, and so on. What's the example? UI, UX design. UI, UX design. That is user interface and user experience design for mobile applications, which I think we've talked a little about since I've seen on a few people that are interested in mobile app design. So, what is a skill? A lot of us use digital devices to pick up your phone and to call somebody. What do you do? The simple ability to use your phone and make
convert message or transfer information. We use something like maybe smoke or stuff, or we use letter. We write letter.
Yes.
So since we're in the digital world, we use our smartphone to send information and messages with digital skills.
The simple ability to use your phone to make calls can be considered a digital skill, but it's now a very common and relevant digital skill in our lives that you hardly find someone that doesn't know how to make phone calls. Using your phone, writing your name, those are now general skills that everybody has, yes? So, the skills we are going to be talking about today are not these basic and daily skills that we already have. We're going to take it one step further and find, well, we said digital skills that result in payment, in self-improvement, and, well, development. We all have digital skills, but some of us have better digital skills. Some of us have more useful digital skills. Some of us have more important digital skills. Example here is the photographer here. When we're taking the group photos before, they asked for someone to come and take pictures. You can see it was just one person that came out. Yes? That is a simple example of how digital skills put you ahead of other people. I think you really know how to take pictures, but we're just shy. I'm sure she was not the only one that could have taken those pictures. Yes? So these are other common digital skills. Besides making calls with your phone, you can also take pictures. You can record videos, which most people can do. But I doubt there are up to 5 people here. 3 people who can design graphics using your phone. You can see the scarcity of the number of people that are proficient in this digital skills. You can design something on their phones. Maybe half of you will be able to raise up your hand there. And do you make money from designing, or do you just design? You design for fun. Who was the other person? Do you make money from design for fun? Also for fun. Product design. What products do you learn?
Digital products.
Like phone, websites,
Mobile websites, mobile apps, web apps.
We have a professional designer. Nice. And I don't mean like mobile apps. Maybe something like this. Something like this banner. You can see that you don't need too much knowledge to be able to design something like this. Some text, a simple picture, yeah? So, all of that, from designing mobile products to taking pictures to recording videos, are all examples of digital skills. A skill here is defined as the learned ability to perform an action with determined results, with good execution, often within a given amount of time, energy, or both. You are not born knowing how to do all of these things. You didn't just wake up one day and notice that, oh, I can design websites or mobile apps. No, you started by learning. Yes? How long did you take to learn? Okay. What do you use to learn? So, she's too advanced for simple graphics design. I mean, Figma, maybe SDR for professional designers. But he shared an app before. It's something like Canva, I think. It's also easy. So what are digital skills? I've given you examples of digital skills. The photographer, the designer, and so on. But what exactly, or how are computers and smartphones? In all the digital skill examples I gave before, you can see they are using one digital device or another to achieve a specific result. In the example of the photographer here, the digital device is the camera. And the end result of what he's doing will be a video of this program. In the digital skill of graphics design or UI design that the sister here is doing, she uses maybe a computer or a mobile phone, but most likely a computer. And the design, mostly before they are well coded, a UI designer like her would design what they want the application to look like. Using one of the applications she said, could be Adobe XD or Figma or whatever else. And the result would be a simple graphical representation of what they want the application to look like. So these skills are important because they underpin so much of how modern work is conducted. For many modern professions, digital skills are simply essential. Photography is a modern profession, and the entire foundation of photography is a digital skill. UI design, graphics design, all of these are modern professions. And what they are built on are digital skills. Even most of our traditional jobs nowadays include a lot of important digital skills. Like those working in an office now, you need to know how to type, maybe make a simple spreadsheet. These are all examples of how digital skills have become a very important part of the society and professions now. So the aims and objectives of the presentation today are to create awareness among the youth on the importance of acquiring digital knowledge, acquire and explore digital knowledge, to give youths an insight on how to apply digital skills, and also to provide practical examples. It would seem that a lot of us here today are involved in one digital skill or another. We've had 3 graphic designers. Who else here is doing what do you do? Graphic artist. Who else? Huh?
Please, I want to
But you can
make sure to concentrate. Some of them are concentrating writing.
Okay, we'll send the slides to WhatsApp group later on.
So it's better you tell them and they will tell you slides.
Where is the WhatsApp number? I actually, there's one list going on. Where is it? So if you have written that one, don't worry. Material will be sent to you.
Just concentrate so that you will know where to ask questions. Wherever you concentrate.
Okay. We have spoken of what we need to achieve by the end of this presentation. Now, we're going to talk about reasons for this digital skills. And I will ask them to tell us some of the knowledge. So that was like
Speak in such a way that others can hear you.
To equip myself with knowledge and also maybe to make money. But basically to equip myself with knowledge.
Okay.
I learned it as a skill to make money, actually, and also to like separate myself from others, because others are learning like hairdressing, this, and we're in the digital world.
I started hearing from and also what was
Okay, I said I learned graphic designing basically to earn and also as a skill. And I'm also to separate myself from others because we're in the digital world and the world is evolving and the new stuff going on is digital skills.
And to be unique, as she said, most people are learning some hand-based jobs like maybe hairdressing, tailoring, carpentry, electrician work, and so on. But she wanted something that was at least different from other people, so she went into graphics.
I actually enjoy designing. It's like right from scratch. It's like
I don't believe that this is how they
okay. So right from the start, I've always loved drawing, sketching, colors, putting things together. So I learned UI UX design, or rather product design rather, because it makes me happy. It improves my creativity, and because I'm a computer engineering student actually, so I do mostly coding and the likes. But UI UX design is like my run to, like let me say for relaxation, and of course, I was doing it like to enjoy myself, but it got to a point I found out that people are actually making good money out of UI UX design. So I was like, why waste the opportunity? I can just brush up this skill and be better and be something and also make money from it.
A lot of people are designing websites and apps. I mean, we're designing an app currently, but sadly we already have a UI designer. So, the most relatable reason, I guess, would be to make money. Not all of you are interested in digital skills or enjoyment or passion like that. And not all of you want. Okay, there are two reasons you can go into this, which is to make money and to be different from most people. Yes? I mean, all of us want to make money here. So that is enough. Did you say no?
I said sure.
Okay. So, the primary reason is to be to make money. No one goes into any business just to be for fun. Unless you're like and you're interested in business. But I think the only reason that can bring most of us in this form to digital skills is the financial aspect of it. So you can see there is the second reason, but digital skills can be a source of income. And if you learn this digital skill, it doesn't mean like you necessarily have to do it full time. You can still have your normal job and do this digital skill job on the side. I mean, no one will say no to extra money. As long as you have time and you have the energy, you can take up some jobs once in a while and make some money from it. Next, it also helps businesses to build stronger customer relationships. For a lot of us here that have businesses, I don't know if we have businesses, but for anybody that has businesses, the addition of digital skills can improve how you're doing your business. Firstly, you have easier access to your customers. You can send regular newsletters to your customers. I think most of us receive newsletters from one business or another. If you sign up to your website, they ask you to subscribe to their newsletters, product news, advertisements, and so on. That's a common use of digital skills to connect to your customers. Another reason to include digital skills would be to give a competitive advantage to your business. Let's use this program as an example. Let's say we don't live in Lagos, but we just came to Lagos and we have a program the next day. We need a photographer, but we don't know anybody. The logical way for us to find a photographer would be to go online. Yes? I don't know if there are like specific applications or websites, but if you just go online and maybe type photographer nearby. So, a photographer with an online presence would have more of a chance to get that job than someone that doesn't even have a social media account for their business. You understand what I'm saying, yes? You can see that directly, including that digital skills into your business has pushed you above others that don't have. When new businesses start up, usually they open a social media account. They don't do it just for fun. One of the main reasons is so that you can come up and search results. If you don't want to pay for ads, you don't want to pay for the website or so on, your next best option would be to open a social media account for your advertisement or to have any form of digital online presence. As I said, with the example of the photographer, you can see that it is the photographer with the online presence that we see online. If you type in Google now, someone can pick up their phone and type in photographer nearby or any simple digital thing. Let us see what the result will be. You can see that this is a photo studio with an online presence. Photographer. You will have less customers. Digital skills are not more customers. Finally, it says advertisement in the post flyers and so on. Nowadays, unless your business you just post advertisements on maybe skills have made it much easier to do what we traditionally do in expensive and more stressful ways. Just the simple process of putting up the billboard. So we have established the importance and relevance of these digital skills in our day-to-day lives. The question is now how to develop and improve digital learning. So you said it was an easy app, you just downloaded. You're a computer engineer, so you have more background knowledge than others. What about you? So, please use the graphics design office, which means you went to somewhere and paid to learn. You can see on the list of methods here, we have through mentorship, which is simply going to somewhere, paying someone that already has that knowledge to teach you. We have a real life example of that here. Taking online courses. Okay, let me start from the beginning. Continuous self-learning. Continuous self-learning is just learning on your own. And the closest example would be the brother there. He said he just downloaded the app and he learned to use it by himself. Most of these digital skills, they don't require too much to learn how to do it. If you're really interested, just sit down some time, get the application, the website, whatever it is, and you can learn to do it on your own. And if it gets hard, you can go on YouTube and check for YouTube videos that will explain whatever you want to learn. Next would be attending workshops. This program today is a very good example of a workshop that you can attend to acquire digital skills. You can also take online courses, Coursera and so on. You pay a little money and you learn from them. And finally, through mentorship. Mentorship can be through a person or an institution. The example for the institution we have, she learned from the university by studying computer engineering. We have a separate organization here. A class?
Yeah, I was part of an organization.
So these are all examples relating to this. Internships fall under mentorship. Maybe you intern with a company or a person. She took online courses. So these are all practical ways you can acquire these skills. If you don't have enough money, I'm sure there are free online courses. If you can't find free online courses, there's always YouTube to learn. Next, applications of these digital skills. Digital skills lead to self-development. The reason he gave for learning digital skills was, what was it? Yes, equip himself with the knowledge, which is self-development. By having that digital skill, he was better, but he's better than he was the day before he had it himself. You can see that even though he's not making money with it, he has increased his own personal value as someone that has that skill. Next would be improving career prospects. And anyone that knows how to use spreadsheets. You see that if there's any spreadsheet related to in the office, and usually there is, because office stuff, they always have a lot of data in tables and so on. You will be the go-to person in that place. Put in some job openings like that. You can see that sometimes it's not even indirectly, directly by acquiring these skills, you have gone above other candidates for that job. And finally, consultation. From the examples they gave, they learned from somebody or the person she learned graphic design from. He could be designing graphics or not, but he can still make money through teaching people that graphic design, yes? She knows UI design. If you want to learn now, unless you're a family or a friend, you definitely have to pay to learn that UI design. If you want to learn to take pictures, you go to a studio. You ask you to pay some money to learn to take those pictures. So, whether you want to use that digital skill directly to make money or not, you can always make money by teaching that digital skill. So, we are now going to talk about the digital skill opportunities for youth, whatever. The common skills to learn. We have had some examples of digital skills. UI designer. What else? Photographer. What is that?
Sound like when you are in a media into a company, you buy things from them and you sell it to them.
Affiliate marketing. Affiliate. What?
WordPress.
Okay, WordPress. Design websites with WordPress. And she also, you spoke about coding before, yes? These are all examples of digital skills. So we won't be able to talk about all of those, but I think most of the ones that are listed today will be discussed. So the first digital skill we have here is coding.
The use of computer to create a website or a mobile game.
Is there anybody else? Not necessarily coding here.
Is writing a set of instructions to like back up or control a system. You can do this through text editors, IDLE, and so on. And we also have Python, and so many.
Coding. Coding is a list of step-by-step instructions written in a programming or scripted language that gets computers to do what you want them to do. So coding, simply put, is just writing instructions for computer, mobile phone, any digital device to get them to do something specific, or to even control how you work in general. Most digital devices work on some code. Well, all digital devices. As long as they have a board, there is some code. But if you have any question about it, now or later on during the presentation, you can ask. So, coding makes it possible for us to create computer software, games, apps, websites, and so on. Some common programming or scripting languages are Java, Python, JavaScript, and so on. All the applications on your phone operating system, your laptop system, the websites you open, the social media you use, all of them are as a result of coding. So I think coding is one of the most lucrative aspects of digital stuff. Maybe project management, but besides that, there's hardly anything that makes you as much money as coding in digital space. Okay, these are just websites, but it will be included in the slides later when you get there. Next, we have the Microsoft business. The foundation of their business is Microsoft Office. Type something, print some PDFs, print some pictures, and so on. But what you mainly do there is you go there to type something, you go there to use their computer, and so on. This is a modern profession that has been created on the backbone of text editing. And the most common text editor we have is Microsoft Word. I think most of us here know how to type. Someone asked that before, yes? Most of the participants here know how to type. Definitely. Who doesn't know how to type? Who knows how to type? Who knows how to type?
Someone answered it.
Where?
Someone. I asked this question.
Let's go on to talk.
Then you not take
Okay, besides Microsoft Word and Microsoft Office, we have Microsoft Excel and Microsoft PowerPoint. I think someone also asked before about who knows how to use Microsoft PowerPoint.
only one person that is right.
I'm not going to ask you to type. This is just an interaction because definitely I'll get tired of talking to you. After like 10 minutes, nobody's answering. I'll go and sit down. And ask someone else. I'm just letting you know this to understand that for knowledge to be shared, both parties have to interact. Firstly, I'm not your teacher. I can't teach anybody here. Most of you know almost everything I know or more. So we're just here. So,
Let's say now, you want to sell, let's say you are making a product, or let's say you yourself, the manufacturer. Why do you have to learn to make your product more beautiful, or let's say unique or attractive to the customer?
as you said, beautiful, stunning, visual representation of something. Your option would be to go for graphics design. We have a lot of examples there. I gave one before. This big banner here. Any other example? You want to post this advert. You have a lot of options. But I'm going to tell you about two of them. Firstly, you can find other businesses that are looking for affiliate marketers, and you have websites for them. Or you can go to social media management and build your account to a size large enough where you don't look for these people, they come to find you. If you have 1 billion followers on Instagram or Twitter now, you won't be looking for people to post ads for. You probably be filling your messages every time. Can you post this? Can you post this? For some price. So it's either you work hard to build your account, or you work hard to find those to advertise for at your current account size. Okay. As I said, you can either go into social media management. Social media management is the process of analyzing social media audiences and developing a strategy that is tailored to them. Creating and distributing content for social media profiles, monitoring online conversations, collaborating with influencers, providing community surveys, and monitoring, measuring, and reporting on social media performance and outcomes. All of that is just a little bit. So basically, you are managing an account, you're doing content generation. Someone spoke about content creation before. This is the beauty of digital skills. From one digital skill, connect you to another and another. So you are always in a position where you have so many opportunities to make. I think I am tired of talking and you're also tired of listening to me. So, we're going to talk about what digital skills you are interested in, what digital skills you would like to participate in, and so on. I'm sorry.
I actually don't know, like, because I've tried deep geography. Yes, I tried that once in time, but it actually affects my eyes because constant looking at the screen, so I had to drop it. And sometimes I try like making designs, like logos and all. But I don't really know if like I'm into that, so I'm not sure at the moment. But still checking.
So we have, I mean, did you know about digital marketing? During the course of this program. Just copy her answer.
I'm interested in the two.
Graphic
Like, I would like
design.
to move more forward in it.
Whenever they're just going through their boom, just add this on top of it. You understand? So you either have to be